Hello.
And here we are. We'll be joined by Alex pretty soonly. How you doing, guys?
All right. All right. How are you?
Right.
I'm
All right.
Oh, man. That's fine. We're doing
What's
good.
happening?
Hmm?
What?
What?
I didn't hear me.
What? Doing good.
Yeah.
Another day.
Yeah. Tell me about it. Tell me
Another
about
day
it.
on God's green earth.
If you look at the intro, looks like we're listing a little report.
Hmm.
Plays kind of like this.
Is it?
You know,
Listing.
I think it's. I think it looks great, but it
What kind of
just
port?
somehow it naturally just fell into the position that it should be in.
Okay.
Oh.
I never look at the intro, so I don't know.
Yeah. Which way is the report?
Huh?
He said
What?
we're listing the report. I don't know what report he's
He
talking
said
about.
listing to port. Listing to port.
Oh,
Otherwise,
like a truck. Yeah.
like a boat. Yep.
Like a boat.
Oh, yeah. Oh, port.
Let's start all over again. Oh, that's not.
Oh, thank God.
Oh God.
Ah,
Buster,
So
how's it going?
another humid day up in
is
New
it?
York.
Ah,
Looks like I have hair.
wow.
That's how
Speaking
humid
about
it is.
hair, here's Hair Alex.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
Oh, security's here.
Hair Steve. Hair Barry. Hair Tom.
Howdy.
The gang's all hair,
Okay, so
That
Yeah.
was supposed to be like a
Hairpiece.
German thing.
very cool. I love the German stuff.
Is that still able to be?
You can't really do
socially
that anymore.
acceptable?
No, you can say hi, but not Heil. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the L. It's
Yeah.
the L.
Y'all ruined everything.
Right.
Oh my gosh! Look who it is.
Yeah, he's just hanging around. Had nothing to do. Keeps him off the streets. He's got nothing to really do here.
Well, he can help me at the convention on
Nice.
security. Security for the non-patrol convention we're having.
Oh, is that this weekend?
Is it?
Now, you guys had a slot at 3 p.m. this afternoon to speak at.
DawnCon?
Mm-hmm.
DawnCon.
DonCon. And if we count the person who accidentally walked in to start cleaning up the place, we had 2 people there.
Yeah.
All right, Kyle. Buster Hyman. You're so gross, Steve. All right.
Sorry. I was
Whoa.
drooling there for a second.
What just happened?
Somebody put
Good
something
question.
in the drink.
Nothing.
Woo! Whoa.
Wow, that music
It's like-
really.
Sorry, did I miss
Hypnotic
anything?
shit. What?
Yeah. Who was
Something.
that?
I don't know. Some hypnotic shit. It's
No! Must not go into the light.
Sounds like the backtrack of a porn movie.
What kind of porn are you watching?
Obviously,
Gotta stop,
one
gotta
with
stop.
style.
Very quiet porn.
whew.
One that's a little jazzy there, huh?
Whew.
Excuse me while I use my organ.
So how was work this week?
Excuse me while I whip this
Your
out.
first week as a Dawn Patrol member.
Yeah.
Oh, it was. I felt like every day was Saturday.
You're telling all your friends. Did
Mhm.
you know that? Yeah.
I'm using it in feedback sessions with people from work. Well, you know what could help improve your numbers? Watching the Dawn Patrol.
Mm-hmm.
It's on Sundays.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Yeah.
like I said, it was a big weekend for DonCon, but you guys missed your slot, so I
Yeah.
guess next year.
Oh,
I guess.
Were there a lot of cosplayers there?
There was one.
Cosplay, yeah.
I guess. I mean, you guys are doing it again.
Oh, man.
Do you know today's National Spumoni Day?
Thank God.
National what?
Spumoni Day.
Ah, Spumoni Day.
What is Spumoni?
Yeah, I knew you'd ask. Why would you need to know what
What do you
Spumoni is?
mean?
So I always, when I was a kid, and to this day, I get Spumoni and Tortoni mixed up.
Yeah, I prefer Tortoni myself.
Do you? And what's the difference, Steve? Since you brought this up,
Between Spumoni and what?
Tortoni.
It's me.
that was almost interesting.
Tortoni has the little crushed nuts on top, and it's more vanilla-y. Spumoni is more like Neapolitan
Fruit ice cream
with fruity stuff in it. Yeah.
All right.
I think I've had both.
Yes.
The one with no, let's not launch into into the Food Network.
That's like old people ice cream.
Yeah.
It
Yes.
is.
Yeah.
Italian people ice cream. Yeah.
It's fucking old.
We're old people.
No, but I'm telling you, like dentures falling out. Come over for some ice cream. We're gonna serve it on a plate.
That's
type of thing,
no.
What do
You're
you
wrong
mean?
there.
I don't
No,
understand what you mean.
don't be a hater. Don't be a hater.
Really, man.
Don't go hating on Spumoni just because you
Maybe
never
I'm
heard
just-
of it.
Oh, you kidding?
I think he was hating on old people.
No,
the
just
same old people that voted him into the big club.
We ate Spumoni when we were kids. Okay.
Wow.
Didn't you go to the Spumoni booth at DonCon?
No, I didn't see a Spumoni booth. At DonCon.
Maybe you just didn't know what it was.
It was right
I did.
next.
You know what? That's a valid point.
Yeah.
Because there were a few booths there that I had no clue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was out of. I was glad I was just doing security.
Well, I'm sure everybody was glad you were doing security.
When I lived in the Bronx, there was somebody on our floor whose last name was Spumoni.
No.
Tony
Really?
Spumoni?
Did they have fruit in
Oh,
them?
not Tony Spumoni.
Yeah.
That's
that
just a
would be
lot
ridiculous.
of baloney, Barry.
That would be ridiculous.
That would be baloney.
Having your kid's name Spumoni is one thing. Calling him Tony is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Just asking for trouble.
Now if you name him Rocco.
And his sister Joni.
My sister's got a kid named Rocco.
No.
Yep.
Why?
His name.
Named after Aunt Rocco.
Wow. Rocco, and you're making fun of Spumoni?
No, I'm just saying, like, I don't. Spumoni just looks like something that would be served in a room it's got to be at least like 89 degrees in. Hurry up before it melts. You're just left with soup with like half a cherry and a couple of nuts in it.
Leave the gun. Take the Spumoni.
That's what that line originally was.
Yeah, right. I guess you could have somebody named Spumoni. I mean, in the Honeymooners who lived downstairs, Mrs. Manicotti.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Shells with
I don't think
cheese.
Alex knows about that show. I don't think so either.
Pow to the moon.
Rocco Spumoni.
Rocco Spumoni. We gotta use that for something. I'm gonna make somebody Rocco Spumoni the next time I do improv on stage.
I had a
Sounds
neighbor
like,
that was named Margaret Shells with cheese.
That's what she is. And her tall brother, we just called him Big
Garlic.
Mac.
Garlic bread.
Big Mac and cheese.
He was Irish? Oh, that's I thought you said Gaelic bread.
I don't not get
Gaelic.
Oh my
But
God.
it won't.
Oh no. This is bad. Steve, have you got any more conversation stoppers, please?
Well, this is the first day of the Give the Dog a Bone week.
Is it really?
Yes.
Wow.
Today starts Give a Dog a Bone week.
What is the traditional size of the bone to give the dog on the first day of Give the Dog a Bone week?
Day one.
I think it's 1/2 of the liver mass.
You got to be careful though, because if it's too small, they could choke on it.
Yeah, that's true.
Is it like Hanukkah where you get a one bone every day for 8 days?
You light
That's what
them on fire each night.
It's a festival of bones.
Festival of bones.
The festival. Would you say the Festival of Bones?
It's Festival of Bones.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
I mean, we I always grew up with dogs, so we'd always celebrate Give a Dog a Bone week. First would be a milk bone. Just a treat, But as you get later on in the week, it becomes a better bone.
By the end of the week, you're giving it like a live horse or something.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
like a cow's femur or something.
Yeah.
Popcorn couldn't do anything with it. She just was too big for her. She walked around it.
Popcorn, that was your dog?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of dog?
Dachshund.
Oh, a wiener dog.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the official breed name.
Yeah, wiener dog.
Mm-hmm.
Whew. Oh God.
That music is just awful.
What music?
I think it takes a bit to come out of it.
Yeah.
Now tomorrow is National Pamela Day. Do you have any friends named Pamela?
I have a
I don't
team
want to
leader
speak up.
named Rosie.
Does that count?
I will wish her a
National
happy
Rosie Day.
Pamela
Yeah.
Day.
It's also National Surgical Oncologist Day.
Mm.
They deserve it too because they get shit all week.
Well, they're on call all the time.
Oncologists, get it? Is there
Mhm.
because they're on call?
Never take a
That's
break.
Shit joke, son.
Yeah, you wouldn't even need a doctor if you could just avoid getting sick in the first place.
Oh, come on, man. When I was a kid, I always had stomach aches and colds.
Really?
Always had colds.
There's probably a way to avoid getting sick.
I in the last 20 years, I've only taken sick day once, and it lasted 6 weeks.
Okay, good. So then you could sit this bit out.
I use sick time to do things like play Call of Duty when the new update comes out.
It's actually in the little drop down in the HR.
Oh.
Right?
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Like new movies coming out, and I want to beat the crowd.
Right.
Feeling a little warm.
Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Hang on.
Do you think this is going to be British? It sounds British. Oh,
Maybe it's Joan Collins.
the new one for our generation will be Don't Avoids Monkeypox.
The guardians of our health, our doctors,
How-
nurses, teachers,
Nailed
and
it.
parents
Just sit.
are working together to keep us well, All of them must know and agree on the health practices we need at
No,
home,
darling, that's
in the
me.
neighborhood, and at school. This is Joan getting ready for school. Joan learned at school that it's important to choose the right clothes on a cold day.
Is
The
Joan on the
temperature
left
is
or the
40.
right?
I don't
Too
know.
cold for just a coat. She will need her snowsuit if she wishes to keep well for the
Oh,
Dutch
it's
festival.
well developed for a
Yeah,
6-year-old.
And this is
Joan's got
Jim,
some pretty good knockers
Joan's
for a
brother.
5-year-old.
They choose wraps to
These
keep all
children
of their
have
body
progeria.
warm.
Let's check your mouth.
Mother
Check
is
the
to
toilet
see
paper.
Jim looking so well this morning. Their eyes alert. They're ready for work or play. Mother needs to get another supply of
Can
paper
we join
handkerchiefs.
the Hitler
Ma-
Youth, Mommy?
Mother needs a supply.
Jim's
It's
friend
not
George
Mom, it's Mother.
is eating an apple as he waits for them. That is a wise no thank you, Joan.
Yeah.
Never share another's food.
Never.
Never.
George
give
has
food.
forgotten
But what if
something.
it's on their plate?
Something that helps keep him clean. It's lucky for George that Joan
He's
has an extra
forgotten
tissue
meth.
to lend him.
Where's
Some
my
children
Narcan?
learn to jump or go around
Sure.
puddles.
Your shirt has
But
sleeves.
George wades right into trouble.
Oh,
because
George.
He forgot his galoshes.
Son of a bitch.
This is Miss May, Joan's teacher.
She
George
doesn't.
and Joan are glad to be in school. The children are getting ready for their Dutch
They're
festival.
the only two.
Tom has brought the thermometer in so that the children can guess what the weather
Jesus.
Yeah,
will
back
be
then they
everywhere
just had
today.
rectal thermometers.
Open
George
wide.
has an umbrella,
Yeah, bend over,
Oh, no.
people.
a snowsuit and galoshes to keep him warm and
Oh,
dry.
jeez.
It
What
was
an
hard
idiot
to
holding a
guess today,
doll.
But Tom is a good guesser. Or did Mother tell him what to wear?
The doll grew up.
George, you forgot something more important than your handkerchief. You forgot to cover your sneeze. And
Oh,
cold
yeah,
germs
yeah.
travel on your sneeze or cough,
Everybody's
you know.
got COVID.
You should wipe your nose with George's apple.
Why, cold germs can fly farther than Miss May can blow the feather. Cold germs can cover 8 feet to another child's nose, hand, or food.
That feather has some
People who put
germs on
fingers
it
into
from
their
Miss
mouths
May.
make
You
it
know,
easy for
blowing the
cold germs to
feather
come to them.
is a double entendre. I've
Yeah,
never heard
exactly.
Yeah.
No, not that way, George. Blow your nose gently, without pressing the opening of the nostrils closed.
Sounds like a song.
That's
before.
better.
After we
That's
learn how to
better.
blow our
Oh,
nose,
and
we'll learn
your
how to
feet
sing.
are wet.
Blow the
It's easy
nose
to catch
gently.
cold when your body is chilly.
Can you
Go
sit
out
and
Go
blow
and
your
see the
nose at
school
the same
nurse.
time?
She'll help you. The nurse is examining Mary after her cold.
Okay.
No.
She has.
4
No, I
days
don't
at
see
home
the
with the
toy
cold
truck.
keeps others from catching it.
You realize you
and
have 2
protects you from
ears?
serious infections that follow colds.
Wait a minute.
Now, George, who sent you in here?
Miss May said I might be catching a cold.
Well, what do you think?
I'm hot and chilly.
Well, did you sleep pretty well last night, and did you feel like getting up this morning? Did your breakfast taste good?
I hardly had time to have my breakfast.
Oh,
I
yeah,
had an
you're
apple on
Spanish.
the way.
Let me taste your tongue and see if it tastes
Now blow
bad.
your nose, George.
Kid looks like
It's
Oh,
fast,
not so
George.
hard, gently. No pressure on the opening.
That
I
must
don't
be
know.
Val
Look at your
Kilmer. He
throat.
acts just like him.
Open wide.
Okay.
Oh my God, he's
All
a
right, now you
mutant.
sit down, and I'll take her. You moisten your lips and hold it under your tongue.
Well, wait a
This was-
minute. Wrong
Ooh.
end.
That used to be in your friend
Oh,
Jimmy's
your
butt.
feet are wet too, George.
All right.
You know what the difference
Vanessa,
between
3, 2, 1.
a rectal thermometer and a regular thermometer?
Hello, is it
right?
Mrs. Powell there? Yes. Well, this is Miss Wright, Mrs. Powell. George came in to see me a few moments
Or
ago
let
with
that
a
hang for a
cold.
while.
Yes, his throat is quite
Yes,
wet
on
and
his
feet
form,
are
you did
wet,
not
too.
circle white, Hispanic,
I do think you'd be more
non-Hispanic,
comfortable at home in
and
bed.
there
Well,
could be a
just a
problem.
minute, please.
Is the how to sit poster right next to a how to stand
Yes, his
poster? Is
temperature
that
is
really?
99.8.
You
What
notice
did
the
that thing
person,
say?
It's
Ew.
best to consult
What
with
kind
a
of
person
erection
that
does
goes
the
over
person
100,
having on the poster?
especially during
Well,
the
they're standing
cold
erect.
season. Oh, that would be nice
How
of you
to
to call
spot a
for him.
tranny.
Yes, he'll be right here in my office. Thank you so much. Goodbye.
Okay.
Joan's mother visits school to
Hey,
plan a
you
health
like my
program.
shirt.
Joan
Oh,
must
that was
learn to
just on
take
the desk there.
responsibility
Yeah,
for
you could
keeping
hang it
herself
both
well.
ways.
This weather chart keeps Joan alert
And
to
you made
weather
that all by
changes
yourself.
as she marks snowy or rainy days.
So in winter, it's cold. Oh, I see.
Dressing this weather doll for outdoor weather
Peppermint
helps
Patty
Joan know
working
what to
as
wear
a
herself.
A weather doll.
It will be better for Mother when Joan chooses wraps to suit the temperature. instead of arguing about what friends wear.
Point at the part of the doll where the weather
Mother and
touched you.
teacher check Joan's health habits. They plan better health practices for home and school. At school, Joan's committee keeps the washroom attractive with soap sponges.
We're watching this
brushes,
through
and
the
signs.
peephole in the bathroom.
Others keep the closets neat with boxes for rubbers and hangers for clothes.
Jesus, rubbers already?
Another
Rubbers in
records the
school?
temperature and tells us when we need heat
Well,
or
they stand
fresh
erect,
air.
you know.
Mhm.
But that's for a different PSA.
One group keeps large drawing pencils scrubbed ready for use.
Billy,
Those are jobs
I told
Joan
you
and
not
Jim
to
could
look
be
in the
learning to do at
camera.
home, too. On Saturdays, they love to help us plan what we're going to do. I'm so glad to get this health record sheet. Your check on Joan's habits at school will help me plan a corrective health
Was
program
she
at
come
home.
from the funeral?
I'm going to find out what kind of health practices we use. And I must check on our equipment to see if we have the materials to carry
Put the
on
goddamn
with
bees
school
away,
practices.
lady.
Thank you for some grand ideas, Miss May.
She's
I'm going
wearing
to visit
a
school again this
veil.
afternoon when I call for Joan. May I?
Can I go back to my husband's
Do
funeral
come
now?
often. It is good for teachers and children to have parents visit school.
You muscled through that pretty good there, lady.
Next morning, Joan's mother is inspecting the health materials in her home. Each one in the family needs a separate towel
When
and
Joan's
washcloth.
father walks in.
Mother has one for Jim and another for Joan, each with his own name. Joan's father made a box for her to stand on.
Hey, you're standing
no
on
fun
stool.
washing if you have to stretch
Ah.
or can't see into the basin. And here are new cups. Each can have his own cup now. It prevents catching
They're
another's cold.
measuring cups.
Why, Jim, why are you so cross?
Why is everybody so poor?
Father has taught Joan to spit into the toilet, for spitting spreads disease.
Wow.
Here are the spoons for your cod liver oil, Joan.
Oh, of
It's
course.
extra sunshine for us in winter
Did you
and
bring
spring.
the cod liver oil
You
spoons?
know, strong bodies can't
Oh,
always
God
keep
damn
us
it.
from catching
Tom,
cold,
I knew I forgot
but
something.
they help
I
us
flushed
resist
it
a
down the
serious
toilet.
illness
Mmm.
that may follow cold.
You can't spit in the sink?
Keep away from persons with cold.
No.
Is this
And
before the
keep your
sinks had a
hands
drain?
clean while you're eating. Jim must
They're
wash
making
his hands
spumoni in
after
the
he
sink.
pets his dog, but he won't have to go upstairs, as Father has arranged a washstand
Get the
downstairs,
spumoni out of the
so
oven.
Jim will remember to wash. What's the trouble with Jim? He didn't like his breakfast, and he was restless as he slept. He's
I'm
cross
restless.
and tired this
Someone's
morning.
going to be having a shot of Jameson
His
tonight.
throat isn't very red, but his eyes look queer. He better stay home today
His
so that Mother
eyes
can watch him.
got
and
Look
keep him
queer
warm.
eyes.
queer.
I'm
Joan's
still
mother can't
sitting
go
here
to
trying
the
to figure
Kermit
out how
now,
they
so
milk the
Joan
oil
must
out
take
of
the
a
paper
cod's
bags for
liver.
the party. Colds are easy to catch during the first 24 hours. Mother
So
must
go
see
get
that
'em.
Jim covers his
Be
cough
careful, Mother.
and stays away from others. She must sterilize his dishes by boiling them thoroughly in water. Joan's room at
Oh, yeah?
school is a busy place,
Who
and
told
Joan
you
wants
that,
to help
Couchy?
get ready for the
You
Kermit.
got to boil
But
the
first,
children in water.
She must wash her hands.
We only have 3 students
We
left.
must always wash hands clean
What are they
before handling
eating?
food. So, Joan takes off her coat, uses plenty of soap and a good lather. She rinses
Just
her
use
hands
the faucet
well
next
and
to you,
dries them
Joan.
thoroughly with a paper
Why
towel.
lean?
She's hey, leave her alone. She's working up
In
a
another
ladder.
room, the kindergarten children are getting ready for the Kermit.
All right, now whoever's not German on the left side.
Now Joan has her wraps off, her hands are clean, and she's ready to pack the bags for the Kermit.
Kermis? Did he say
The
Kermis?
Kermis,
has
like
started.
And
Kermis
then
the
the
frog.
gypsy.
George's friends are selling the flowers
Oh,
they
here's some
raised.
workers from the coal
They
mine.
learn that flowers, like children,
What
need
the
plenty of
fuck?
sunshine, water, good food.
Yeah, looks like
Moderate
the
temperature
fucking
to make them
Quakers
grow.
showed up.
Joan's
Here
friends
we go
are
for the
giving
monthly
tea.
handout to
It's
the
the
major.
Amish
Keep the
cake,
food
JJ.
Everyone
When you
is
live in a
having
windmill,
good
it's
time.
very important.
While
to
poor
keep
George
Poor
stays in
George.
bed.
He's
It's
missing.
nothing.
His careless habits have made Jim miss the Kermis too. And
the
Jim
hell
is
is a
restless in
Kermis?
bed. Now he knows it pays to avoid people with
Oh,
cold.
there you go.
Jim's friends are enjoying the Kermis. They learn that Dutch people are
I know how
clean.
this ends. I seen
Foreigners leave
Midsummer.
their wooden shoes on their doorstep
This
so that
isn't
their floors
happening.
are spotless. The Dutch drink milk and raise their
What
own
music
vegetables
would
and
you put
flowers.
to that?
This
They
is why
keep
they
well.
attacked Ukraine.
You have seen these children learning to take care of themselves.
What?
Now
for
do
the
you
fertility
know why George and Jim missed the Kermis?
I think there's going to be a
Hey,
bolt of
wait a
lightning in a
minute.
second.
Oh, no.
That
I have a feeling George
that
purposely
kid was
waited.
wearing a fez.
Yes, he was. Something like that, yes. Something like a fez.
I think George purposely took the day off so he didn't have to participate in that cult dance.
What was that? Oh, Kermis is
Barry.
here.
Mm.
Oh my goodness.
Tom, did you ever get your fez?
No, I never did. Never got my fez on.
Oh yeah, Alex. You
It's
need
just-
a fez.
So, oh yeah, I'll order one. Barry. So,
Yeah.
what's the best way to stay clean on the farm?
Well,
You're asking the right guy.
the most important thing is to never handle a fez with your bare hands. That's
You get Kermis all over it.
yeah, you gotta wash off the kermis.
Now, how does the kermis spread easy?
Yes, you
Um,
certainly
only
don't want
on-
anything to fester.
Only
I-
on with an R in them.
When doing the
yeah.
dance that they exhibited at the end of the show, when you noticed the fez, can you tell me why they were going clockwise as opposed to counterclockwise? Is that
Well,
a
Do
because
cultural
they
thing?
film-
Stonehenge.
Because they film it from the back.
That makes sense. It's good to. I've been watching a lot of cultural stuff lately, and I like to.
Yeah. Kermis.
Oh, Kermis.
Yeah.
Now, do you think they were getting a little too specific when they kept referring to Kermis?
I
Like,
thought they were referring to the frog.
that's what I thought too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't forget this. This took place in. It was filmed in Winnetka, Wisconsin, I guess, or whenever.
Kermis, capital
God.
of North America. Yeah.
This capital of in 1947, actually. So
You Kermis
Oh.
supporting son of a bitch.
yeah, you bastards. You know, make America great again. Bring back the Kermis,
Give me a cur.
miss.
Give me a miss. That's about it. You got
Yeah.
Kermis.
There it is.
So anyway, any other
Yeah.
questions there, Alex?
Yeah, right. Anything?
I mean, I noticed that they were. Is it originally a Dutch celebration, or do other countries in Europe also celebrate Kermis in Wisconsin?
It said Netherlands, so it says
I
Dutch.
think only the Episcopalian.
Well, the Netherlands are like
call
hell,
it the
right?
Epikermis.
What's that?
I said only the Episcopalian faith does in those countries.
Mm.
They call it Epikermis.
Yeah. Well,
Epikermis? No.
yeah. That dance puts the piss in Episcopal.
If the Netherlands conquered the world, it'd be the Netherworld, which would be scary.
But that's another story, right?
You know, that's food for thought.
Yeah, it is.
Mm.
What else? What other questions have you got for Barry there, Alex? You seem to be.
And,
No,
and my question is, why do you think I'm a Kermis?
You have a fez.
You're wearing
Oh,
a fez. You are
that's
wearing
true.
a fez.
You were the first person to put the fez on.
You
Yeah.
were.
You got to honor the Kermis.
I do. I
What-
do.
Can you sing the traditional Kermis song?
I
I'll
don't
play-
remember the lyrics, but I can play it for you. How's that? Kermit!
Kermit. Yeah, I remember that.
That may not sound familiar.
I mean, I've got the baritone in case I need it.
It's more the traditional
I like how
arrangement.
Steve immediately and quite naturally took his fez off and put it
Yeah.
over his heart. You can tell it was just a natural movement.
That was pretty. That was nice.
And they end the celebration with Spumoni. That's what you were saying earlier.
Yeah. They
Kermit's national anthem.
they make the spumoni the traditional way during Kermis season. They have big vats and the kids walk around.
That's what I was wondering. Yeah. Without shoes, because I would
Yeah.
imagine it'd be kind of chilly.
No, well, it's done outside. in like January,
Mhm.
and then they store it until the spring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, most of the kids survive.
So,
Right.
how many did they lose?
Oh, there's
Ah.
yeah. And
Come
you
get
your
spumoni,
children.
got your pistachio, you got
I
your
got-
cherry, and you got your chocolate.
You like chocolate? You're gonna love spumoni. Can't come over to grab. Grab a spumoni.
Hey, just to clarify, that's just a picture of spumoni, right?
Well, yes.
Okay.
Yes. I didn't take spumoni and throw it at the screen. No, it's actually
Wait a minute. You did not take
I
a
did
slice
not.
of spumoni,
and throw it at the screen.
and take a picture of it.
I didn't.
Throw the spumoni.
What's the longest spumoni thrown at the Throw the Spumoni contest?
Well, funny you should ask. One of the traditions of Kermis is the spumoni throwing festival.
Spunk toss is what I read online. It was
Spum toss. You got
spunk
it.
toss.
Yeah.
That's it.
Hang on.
That's why the Dutch women have such big arms. Big arm Dutch ladies.
All that spum.
That's spumoni. You know what? You can toss a spumoni quicker than Mrs. May can blow a feather, if you know what I'm.
Oh, Tom, you rascal!
And yeah, that's
What are we
that's-
gonna
Look
do?
at that.
that's tortoni.
That's
That doesn't look nearly as desirable.
Yeah.
Now, just to clarify one more time, this also is just a picture.
Yes.
And it's not
And-
it's not in front of me that I can
No, it's not really there.
eat it. Okay.
Like it's like that.
Oh, okay, because it almost looked like a pop-up ad,
Yeah.
which would
Yeah.
mean that you had been searching for tortoni previously. How
Right.
often do you eat tortoni?
I don't. Yeah.
Well, I found that picture very informative.
Yes. Okay. So we've it gives you a warm sort of a feeling. Spumoni and tortilla. It's just that sort of a,
Come on, Comet.
yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah. Come on, come. Okay, so let's dig into the vault and get some old news, shall we?
What kind of
We're not just the news, baby. We're like the news scene, Daddy-O. Here are 4 dudes and a chick.
Hey, dudes and dudesses. A man identified only as number 173 was brutally and irrelevantly murdered tonight. And you get to see him dead. Live. Right here. Right now.
A large group of witnesses who didn't see anything gathered to be as unhelpful as possible at this grisly scene. Speaking of clues, white police officials had no clue why black urban men might not fully trust them or why this is even on the news.
Yeah, other than the victim's family and friends, I can't understand why anybody would want to need to see this.
I think it boosts our ratings. Hey, who's your hairstylist?
Why would a bald man ask me that?
I'm very lonely.
Well, it was a woman named Sarah. She does my perm and a wash and blow dry. She's very reasonable. Works weekends. Not mouthy like those other broads. She knows what I want and she gives it to me. Got to check her out. Meanwhile, our roving reporter discovers that getting shot can be painful.
Ow! 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 That shit hurts. Oh, my nice new shirt ruined. Ow! Do you have to do that? Ow! Ow! My boss is gonna make me pay for this. Ow! Damn! Down on my leg. Oh gosh! Shit!
In related news, The Supreme Court is expected to rule that inserting bloody, gratuitous violence into local news shows will be punishable by death, and not a minute too soon. Pam?
Thanks, Chuck. Local law enforcement is starting to crack down on what they call smutty driving. Our own Barbara Nevin reports. When traffic cops here ask you, do you know how fast you were going? There's one number you'd better not say.
It's a very smutty number. Honestly, we'd rather hear you say any other number. 5 miles an hour is okay. 100 isn't great, but it's better than that smutty number. I guess, 50 is the best number to say. Nice, round, clean number.
This woman said the bad number.
She seemed so nice. I couldn't believe that number came out of her sweet mouth. Could have said 68 or 70, anything else. You just never know.
I have said that number often, but only in the privacy of my own canasta club.
So traffic really is a numbers game. Apparently, you can win it by never saying the number 69. Oh, damn. I said 69. Ah! I said it again. Ah! I'm sure they'll edit that out since I sleep with Stuart, the film editor. I'm Barbara Nevins, and I might not have a job. Maybe. We'll see. Stuart, you're sleeping with Barbara Nevins? How could you do that to me? Didn't that night, sitting under the stars and listening to distant gunshots, mean anything to you? Is it my hair? I know you broke a tooth on it one time. I can change. I guess I'm, over to you, Chuck.
Oh, for God's sake, Pam. Anyway, we asked some guy what he thought tomorrow's weather would be like.
I think it'll be murky, like overcast, like clouds, if it rains, it could get wet, so more later.
Shuffling papers, looking busy. Local residents are voting to demand that free port wine be distributed to all seniors on demand. A judge sobered up long enough to explain why.
I have not had too much to drink. You've had too much to drink, sunshine.
Don't you think it's bad for a judge to be this drunk?
Oh, don't you think it's bad for a judge to be this drunk? Let's make love.
A rash of exploding telephone poles has been making life difficult for drivers and pedestrians. Are you okay, Pam?
No, Chuck, I'm not okay. Why don't you and all the other males go to hell? Oh, here's another male telling lies. That's all they do.
I'm a middle-aged white male, so I'm probably lying. But Joan Wentworth here is the city's only full-time exploding telephone pole warning officer. She steers kids away from potential exploding poles. Exploding poles can be difficult to spot, but Joan's a trained expert who keeps people away from them for their safety. Not this driver, unfortunately. She wears that yellow uniform to be easily seen, and so debris won't ruin her clothes.
I am a different white male. Are these kids getting too close to an exploding pole? Looks like Officer Joan Wentworth thinks so. Chuck, back to you, my man. My main man. My man.
In other male news, a new transvestite training center and cabaret opened its doors last night. Crowds flocked to the Dress Makes the Man Center to watch proceedings and pick up some cross-dressing tips. Of course, that's nothing our own sportscaster, Biff Baker, doesn't already know. How about it, Biff? Got any hoop skirts back home?
Cut the crap, Chuck. The Milwaukee Braves have been voted the single most racist team name and logo in baseball, narrowly beating out the Akron. You know how shiftless and lazy those people are. They breed like flies. Dodgers. Back to you.
We sure do. And they're taking our jobs. Guy, tell us about the weather.
Well, one of those people actually applied for a job here. That'll be a cold day in hell, I can tell you. And speaking of a cold day, Chuck, here's a look at that weather you asked for. We predict that tomorrow a mysterious yellow circle will surround the southeast. That's pretty much all I know. I know this is a map, but without my glasses. I know this is an L, and that's a drawing of a cloud. This is just a big blur. The kid who really knows this sets this up for me. I have to say, the forecast is murky. Chuck, Pam, you there?
Well, I don't have any plans this weekend now that I know Stuart is sleeping with Barbara. So I just hope all men drop dead and go to hell. That goes for you too, Chuck. I hope your hair comes to life and murders you.
Speaking of hair, Pam,
I'm serious. This isn't a new scene, it's a crime scene.
let's just shuffle papers and stop being hysterical.
Hysterical?
I know I left my glasses in a box
You
somewhere.
said hysterical?
Where are my spectacles? It's spectacles, testicles.
Oh, there, that ought to
Am I the
hold
only
them
one who
in
has
balance.
it
Oh, yeah.
together? What is
Yeah.
going on?
Oh, the weather looks murky. Looking for an easy way to label everyone? It's new Label Us. Quickly label strangers and friends. Yes, Label Us is fun. And it's so easy to do. Take it with you everywhere. Just who do people think they are anyway? Just think of a handy label, then type it, and apply. You'll feel great. You can even label yourself. That's right. Let everyone see who and what you really are. Why just type when you can stereotype? But be careful, Label Us labels really stick. Remember, it can't be libelous when it's Label Us. Label Us. Available everywhere.
Tom, when do we come back on? Oh, we're on?
Oh, Barry.
Hey, does anybody know if the word woot is a valid Scrabble word?
Let's say that again.
The word woot, is it a valid Scrabble word?
Is it in the dictionary?
Woot?
Kind of Scottish, isn't it?
Either Scottish or English, yes.
It's a celebratory term they used on World of Warcraft.
They would say woot.
Why?
I was just wondering if it was a valid Scrabble word.
Why were you wondering that?
Are you playing Scrabble right now? Are we bothering?
No, but there's a lot of times during the show that I just sit here and ruminate.
That's that's what's really great about the whole pandemic is that we're able to do this in our own rooms so that he can, ruminate.
We've become a room. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. You mean like woot?
Woot.
Like
WOOT. If it's a valid Scrabble word.
I don't know.
It's like a congratulatory term, right?
It could be.
Yeah.
Woot. Hey,
It could be.
I just got to level 12. Woot.
Yeah. There it is. In case you needed to know.
Hey, my mom brought me a hot pocket. Said I can stay on till 9:30.
Woot, woot.
Woot.
Oh.
There it is.
Woot. That woot.
We have ice.
All right, then it must be a valid Scrabble word.
It's an interjection.
Well, it's not spelled with O's. It's spelled with zeros. So, does Scrabble have numbers?
No. Basically, it's spelled with O's here.
Well, that just kind of reminds me. I always wondered if woof was a valid Scrabble word.
Well, it is because it means something else.
I was really embarrassed in church the other day. I had an interjection that just would not go away.
Woot.
That's that's how you use it in a sentence, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
You see,
woof is a word.
You see Grandma's new hairstyle.
Woof. It is?
Yeah, in textiles. The woof, the woof and the warp.
The yarn is placed on the bottom, like, right?
Well, one goes one way, and the other
goes the other. Yeah.
The other way. Yeah. So it's a woof.
That's right. A woof.
And the
warp. It's a warp and a beam, isn't it?
You see that lady's knees. Woof.
Woot.
Warp and beam?
Beam?
Yeah, the warp and the beam.
Beam.
Is that like a adventure book series?
Yeah, warp and beam coming to a theater near you.
I don't know. Right. Hang on.
What do you think, Warp? Think we better back it up, Beam.
You put a boat there?
Wasn't Woof a character on Star Trek: The Next Generation?
It was Worf.
Worf.
Named after a wooden pier.
The warp and the woof.
The same place.
He foresaw great changes in the warp and woof of the nation's economy.
That's right.
That's why I can't tell if we're in a recession or not.
The warp, I believe, is the threads that go that way, and the woof is the thing, and is the little thing that slides in between them in the loom. You know, so yeah, because I thought I might have to do that when I was young. So
it's like
into it. Yeah, you learn something. If come on, Steve, is that interesting? Is that fascinating?
Yes, I'm absolutely beside myself.
Sometimes
I mean, I'm just so absorbed in the conversation that.
Well, I mean, it came up, but then so did my lunch,
and it'll come up again.
Yeah, so does lunch.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, speaking about lunch, what's
How
lunch
about
without
a snack?
What a snack! Exactly. Here's something that not only is relevant, but it's very descriptive of what we are.
On today's show, we're doing ding-dongs. Now, usually when a person starts a company, they usually put the name of the product that they're going to be selling in the title, like Pizza Hut and Taco Bell and Burger King. Not these people. They said, we're calling it a ding-dong, and we're going to put the photo on the front box, and they're going to figure it out themselves, which I respect that. I respect that. So let's get with the ding-dong. We're going to review ding-dongs today. All scoring is done on the PTT, which is the packaging, texture, and taste. And all scoring is done on the 1 to 2,000 scale, 2,000 being the highest, and nobody gets a 2,000. So let's get into it. First of all, there's the classic Hostess box. The Ding Dong, it shows you that it's got a creamy, it says it's an individually wrapped cake, but it's a chocolate cake with creamy filling. And there's nobody who can tell you what that cream is. It's not icing. They just tell you cream, which I'm good with cream. I don't mind cream. So here we go. On the back, there's a reminder that they have actually a white Ding Dong. Because right now we're going to try the black Ding Dong, and there's multicolored Ding Dongs, but hey, to each his own, right? So let's get into the box. The box is, you see, if you know me and you know rule number 3, you got to have good glue on a box because glue keeps it together. So this is actually the first box we're going to get that's got the tear notch on it. So you tear it and it opens up. So there's no glue on this box, which, okay, I get it. You want glue, you want to make it easy. Makes it easier to open the box. I'm cool with that. Inside, magic. Magic. You open that box and you see that. You're like, yeah, I'm going to get some of these. So you take it out. You open it, you see this beautiful little cake in there. All right, let's get down to the smell and the texture. That smells so good. Last one got to me. Breathed in a little too hard. There's something about the smell of all snack foods, but the ding dong smell it's a unique smell on its own. I love it. It's a good thing they give you 10 packages, because if you weren't here with me right now, I would probably be smelling all 10 packages. But I know for time's sake, we got to speed this up. So we're going to move on right now. Yeah, like, if the ding dong people want to get with me and we want to create like a co-branding deodorant that smells like ding dongs, it's a winner. Like, what better smell would there be to hide perspiration than a ding dong smell? I mean, just, right? Hey there, how you doing? And you smell like a ding dong. Whatever, just moving on. Let's get to this. So, the texture of the ding dong, nothing comes off, which I kind of like. It's not like sometimes when you eat a lot of chocolate bars, your fingers become chocolatey. It's solid. It's completely covered on all sides except for that one little spot you can see the cream. Usually that happens when it's going through the conveyor belt and the chocolate's drizzling over it and it goes underneath it. Just missed a little spot. Same thing on this one. So there's just a little loss of chocolate or fudge on the bottoms. Seems to be in the same spot on each one. Not a big deal. Not going to take off major points for that. Let's get to before we taste it, let's do the break. Let's do the break. Look at that. Does that not make you want to eat this right now? I mean, look at this. Look. Oh yeah. Let's do another one. Look at this. It's great. Good stuff. Let's go for the taste. No, I haven't had a ding dong in at least like 2 months. So I might be a little off on this. It's good. It's solid. It is a little sweet. You can really only eat, I didn't even eat the whole thing. I ate like 3/4 of it and I'm full. In my mouth, I'm feeling a lot of like the marshmallow still in my mouth, a lot of the chocolate. It's around my teeth. It's definitely like a snack, like a one-time shot. You're not gonna eat 2 or 3 of these at the same time. You're definitely not gonna dunk it in milk and you're gonna eat it. You might offer it to your friends when they come over so you can chuck it at your friends. That's always a positive. Big fan of foods that you can chuck at people and they're individually wrapped. Let's do it. The ding dong. The ding dong. Let me give them a score. 1650. Decent score. Good product. I think the smell is actually a lot better than what it tastes, but can't go wrong. Have a good day. Please, if you like this, like it, and if you want to share it, and leave me a comment. Let me know how I did on this review. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't, and I hope that I see nothing but thumbs down in the comments. So, talk to you later. Have a great day.
Fishing for the negative feedback.
Yeah.
That's brave.
Guess we're going to have to give them some.
Now, he said they have a black ding dong and a white ding dong.
Don't.
Look, one of the things you have to understand is that this is family entertainment.
That's right.
Whose family though? Steve?
Manson's.
Okay.
Goodness me. When's the last time you had a ding dong?
Well, I can't believe he only gave it a 1650.
Well, you know what? I never liked them.
They're not that great, man. I just ordered them on Instacart, so they'll be here in like 35 minutes because I paid the extra $2.
Okay, that's good.
But they're not that great.
I experimented with ding dongs at summer camp when I was a teenager, but that's about it.
Yeah.
I haven't had one in about 30 years.
Yeah, I used to prefer the ring dings, actually. I didn't care for the ding dongs.
Actually,
It's like
the
a
great steaks were
hockey
better.
puck.
And they used to be that big, you know.
Well, that's when your head was that big.
Yeah, the ring dings didn't change.
That is true. The issue relative to the size of the head,
I think they've shrunk the ding dongs, if you know what I'm saying. I think
they shrunk everything.
they shrunk the ding dong.
They did it over like a 40-year period.
Yeah, every year
Gradually
another
shrink
centimeter was Pretty soon you'll get a picture of a ding dong.
The business plan was a 40-year investment to save some money.
Maybe we should get him to it's not a snack food, but maybe we should get him to kind of do a review of Spumoni.
I would really tossing.
There's no
around
packaging
for
though.
him.
So what's that?
I've been actually trying to think of something to ask him to review.
Like, yeah,
You know, I don't know if he would do it, but
he would. He would.
He's pretty open to stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, he'd do it. Do you have anything?
Well, I was thinking perhaps turkey jerky
That's interesting.
or pork rinds.
He might have done that already. I'm
He
not
did
sure.
that live.
All right, pig's
did that
knuckles.
Yeah, he
live.
did that chicharrones. Yeah. What did he call them? Chicharrones?
Chickarones. His famous phrase from that, I'll never forget it. He bites into it. He goes, "One's enough."
Well, I mean, Feldman is not a name that is associated with pork rinds. I'm just saying.
So then pig's knuckles are out of the question.
Yeah, I would think it would be out of the question.
All right. So this turkey jerky, or a type of jerky.
A jerky. That's good. I will mention that to him when I see him on Tuesday. I will mention it to him for sure.
I'm gonna have to try.
I have nothing else to say to him, so I'll just mention that.
Hey, I got 2 words for you: turkey jerky.
Turkey
jerky.
Go blow a feather. What's coming up for you this week? You got 10 seconds to tell us.
Back to work. It's gonna suck.
Oh yeah, not as much as the music is going to suck in the background, but Dad, back to work. How about you, Barry?
Open mic at Rise Comedy on Wednesday.
Wow, just attacking this shit, huh?
Totally.
Wow.
How about you, Alex?
I think I'm performing Friday at the Doghouse.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, you guys perform a lot.
Had some really awesome shows over the weekend.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Last night
It
was
fun.
incredibly
Last night was
good.
a lot of fun.
Too bad you had to leave for the duos because that was amazing.
That was great.
Yeah, oh God. Yeah, it was good. We had people who came in just to see that. They were out in the parking lot across the street, and after we closed up and walked out to our car, they were out there applauding us as we're
really
to our cars. Yes, that's how good.
That's incredible.
Yes. Okay, well, that's all I got.
What are you doing, Tom?
I'm probably doing this until this music stops. Yeah, the usual thing. Doghouse Theater, you know how that works. Okay, adios, everyone. Good to see you.
See ya.
Hasta la pasta.
Bye, guys.
Eat your spumoni.